Hi YouTube, I'm going to turn on Instagram right now and we're going to play with hips. All right. Howdy. I hope all of you are good. We're going to play with hips this morning. If it doesn't feel good, please don't do it. Nothing should feel uncomfortable. I'd like you to just start by lying down. We're going to take our time. If you have any lower back issues, if you have knee issues, please be mindful with some of the hip openers we're going to do. Take your time. If it doesn't feel good, back off. I will always give you modifications. I don't know about you guys, but I'm at a point in this experience where I feel like a bloated tick and I need to be juiced. So hopefully next week I won't feel so puffy. Just saying. All right, so find yourself lying down, getting comfortable. And I know one way to feel unpuffy. Crux Chiropractic and Adventure Rock have put together a May Marathon. So go on to our Adventure Rock website and we will give you the information and all the details on this program that looks really cool. The goal is by the end of the month to have completed 26.2 miles. It's made for the beginning runner, and it's in looking at it, it looks really comfortable and it's beautifully written and clear. And there's, of course, you can always ask questions as you go. Also, when you check out the website, two things. Hangboard has been created that looks really, really cool. It's called Danger Buddies. So if you are looking for a hangboard, check out the website. It's locally made, created with some genius brains from our local community. And then finally, although May the 4th is tomorrow, on May the 5th, we have a blood drive. We had one last month also at Adventure Rock. Clay and I went, and it was so nice to be able to give back. It's a great way to create long-term happiness actually in yourself by giving back. An experience or giving gives you a lot more than a thing. So give back, make yourself feel good and thwart those hedonic traits. So starting with hips, I'm done babbling. Lie down on your back and just get comfortable, okay? Not trying to get anywhere. Let's just kind of figure out where we are at this moment. So, little self-care. If you know your back is tender today, take your knees together and your feet wide. You know, it allows the back to come into neutral. If you don't like that, just knees bent is easier on the back. If you're going to go a little deeper into the whole pose and your back is happy this morning, straighten your legs, palms by your sides. And then take a few deep inhales through the nose and exhale out the mouth. And see if you can really extend that exhale, kind of get rid of ever is stagnant or is lingering in the old body. One or two more times. And just lying back, find that whole body start to relax. Breathing in and out through the nose. Not trying to change where the breath is coming from or deepen it, just be aware. And then start to feel the points of your body that are connected to the earth, that are grounded. If you're on your back, maybe it's the heels, maybe it's your feet, back of your hands, back, side, shoulders. Back of your head. And as you just let the breath do its thing, let your body relax into those points that are being held. And then bring your attention back to your breath. Without trying to adjust the breath, either become aware of the rise and fall of the breath in your body, or the sensation as you inhale on the nose, the cool air, and exhale that moist air. But choose whatever you need to find that focus. And we're just going to be here for about 3 minutes, focusing on the breath. It is incredibly natural, normal, and expected for your mind to wander. That's okay. The secret, or the try not to get involved in the dialogue. You can acknowledge it, maybe define it as a thought or a feeling, and then let it go. Come back to the breath. About 5 more breaths. After your next exhale, bend the knees, place your feet on the floor. Take that left leg, grab the outside of the foot, and just draw the left knee towards the ground, keeping that right leg grounded. So the top of my left foot is towards the sky. Some people's flexibility in their hips and mobility is completely different. So find the shape that's right for you. If you need assistance, grab a strap or a towel to pull the foot down. Straighten your right leg, pressing that right inner thigh towards the ground. And notice this might have changed the movement or the how far away or how easy it is in your left leg, and that's okay. It happens. Two more breaths. Take your right hand, grab the outside of the left leg. Take your left arm down, and you can choose to leave this left leg bent, but roll over to your right, and either keeping this leg bent, and then I want you to adjust your body so the ankle, knee, hip, and shoulder line up, and then straighten that top leg, hanging onto it if you can. Using your hand, take the left hand on the right hip and draw the hip away from you. Bottom leg should be active as best as can be. So this is a nice lateral leg line as well. Couple more breaths. Feel the hip draw away from the ribs. So from here, you're going to roll onto your back. Right foot comes onto the ground. This left thigh crosses over the right. Okay, so you're at a tea party. Curl yourself up, interlace your hands behind the thigh, okay, and then pull the thighs towards you. If you can grab the ankles or shins of each leg and pull in. If you need this to be a little deeper, you can try to straighten the legs as you pull in, but don't let that lower back come off the ground. Keep that spine in neutral. Sensation should be perhaps on that left glute region. Find what works for you without letting the back arch. A couple breaths here. Pull in a little deeper. And then release the legs. Yep, right foot. Grab the outside, top of the foot is at the sky. And, I take my right knee towards the ground. Left hip is on the ground. I have my left hand on my left hip to kind of tell myself, don't move. Stay right here, just kind of creating the shape in our body for right now. Sorry about my throat. So I'm letting the weight of my right hand just kind of traction me down. Straighten the left leg, press that inner left thigh to the ground, and do the best that you can to keep this right leg active, for lack of a better term. Don't go anywhere yet. Now take that left hand to the outside of the right leg. I like to actually shift myself over, okay? Roll onto this left side and straighten that right leg. Boom. That worked. Okay. My two fingers are hanging onto my right toes, and I'm going to straighten my leg and make sure I'm lined up. So I'm really trying to line myself up as best as my brain can today. Imagine that left leg of yours is pressed up against the wall, so that's a nice strong base. Your right hand now comes onto the right hip and gently tractions the hip away from the ribs. Remember, if this is tough, just keep that right leg bent and still feel the traction, okay? It's not about the length, it's about the sensation. Belly button pulls in, keeping the spine in neutral. And just breathe. See what your body feels. A little bit longer, please. Uh-oh, I think Oscar's coming.
Be good.
He's coming. Roll onto your back, right? Bending that left leg, take the right thigh across the left leg. Curl yourself up and pull in again, okay? So right now my right thigh is on top of my left and I'm pulling in with my hands. I can also choose to grab the ankles or the shins, right? And continue to pull in. What I'm not doing is arching my back, rounding my back, or getting my spine out of neutral. And just relaxing the head, allow yourself to breathe. Couple more breaths, please. One more good breath. Give it a nice tug in. Excellent. Unwind. Feet on the ground. Press. Roll to your right side and press yourself up. Hi, Papa Doo. Come into your first down dog. Oh, I've got pumpkin. All right, here we are. First down dog. Out of camp, Oscar.
Come on.
Nope.
Come on.
Go on. Good boy. Good boy. So, in your down dog, sorry about the distraction, bend one knee. Take your hips back. Straight, have that opposite heel reach for the ground. I'm sorry, you guys. Bend the right knee, hip creases come back. Breathe. Couple more breaths. And then I want you to bend both knees. Hip creases back, ribs in. Reach through to your pinkies, and then take the heels towards the ground, thighs back. Couple of breaths here. Just open it up. Cool. And then inhale, prepare your right leg, and as you exhale, right leg's going to step in a low lunge. Left knee down, tops of the left toes down. And I'm going to scooch my right leg a little farther ahead of me and then allow myself just to kind of let my hips drop. Okay. If I am somebody, if you're somebody with a lot of length, hands can come into the, or flexibility, excuse me. Hands can come to the inside of the right foot and then lift the chest a bit. Squeeze that right knee into the right shoulder. So hands in the inside of the right foot if you want it. Squeezing the right knee into the right shoulder. Try to get that round out of your back and lengthening. So as you squeeze, if you're choosing to do so, you might feel a little bit of warmth in that joint. One more breath. Take your hand, your right hand out from inside that foot. Lift the left thigh and step back to a down dog. Inhale, left leg prepares. Exhale, left leg low lunge. Right knee comes down, top of the toes come down. Let the hip drop. Choose to stay here, or you can take this left hand to the inside of the foot. Lengthen through the chest. And then let this left knee squeeze in a bit onto that left shoulder. Try not to round, but really lifting through the back. A little bit of heat in the hips. Don't go anywhere. Let the hips relax. Keep that squeeze going. One more breath, please. Take that left hand to the outside of the left foot, palm the floor. Inhaling, step to your plank. Exhale, go where you need to go. Inhale, right leg prepares. Exhale, right leg low lunge, left knee down. Tops of the toes down. And again, let the hip drop. And this time, lift the arms up. So instead of letting yourself totally dump, I want you to lift through the pubic bone, fire up the core, and reach up. And this is a beautiful stretch on the front of the leg. But as I'm doing this, I really don't want to dump into that back. I cannot emphasize that enough. So I really want press into that front right heel, squeeze the glutes, and then open. Think about a nice long line all the way up the left front body. Couple more breaths. One more good breath, please. Excellent. Exhale, hands down. Lift that thigh, down dog. Inhale, right leg prepares. Left leg prepares. Exhale, step into that low lunge. Right knee down, toes down. Come on up. And then again, lifting up, through the pubic bone as you let yourself glide forward. Arms come up. Breathe. So press the back toenails into the floor as you lift up through that pubic bone and fire the core up. We've played with the ha in the past, so find that ha. Really don't want any pinching in that back. Give yourself a few more breaths. Exhale, hands come down. Inhale your plank, meet chin down dog. Take the hip creases back, reach through the pinkies. Inhale, right leg prepares. Exhale, come into that low lunge and then just come into that first warrior two. So now we're trying to rotate a little different angle on, on the hips. Arms can come out. Nice and long, a few breaths. In this Vera 2, right, we've got that heel arch. And then I want you to press into that front heel. Okay, lifting and spreading the toes, but keeping the balls of the foot on the ground. Also, make sure knee and ankle. A lot of times what happens is knees come forward, especially when we're trying to square our hips forward, and that's not my intention here. You can have this left hip of yours rotate slightly forward to line up the knee and ankle. So if you want to, you can move your hips. And notice as you move your hips, your knee comes with you, so find that knee lining up. All right, now I'm going to be quiet. 3 breaths. One more breath. Hands come down. Down dog. Inhale, left leg prepares. Exhale, left leg, low lunge. Knee and ankle. Rotate. Your warrior 2. Find that heel and arch alignment. Spread the toes. Mounds of the toes on the ground. Press into the heel. Right? And again, play with that hip. You don't want that knee coming forward. That's going to flatten the arch too. So take that right hip, rotate it enough if you need to have that lovely alignment and your knee lining up with that second and third toe. Nice, arms can come out. Open the palms to the sky. And then spread them apart. Hang out. Couple more breaths. One more good breath, please. Exhale, hands come down. Inhale, plank, meet and down dog. Pause and check in. On an inhale, prepare your right leg. So this is how it's going to go. You're going to prepare the right leg and then shift forward into a plank. Take that right knee to the right tricep. Really lengthen. Exhale, reach that right leg up and back. Inhale, right tricep, knee. Exhale, reach up and back. Inhale, right tricep, knee. Notice how nice this feels, exhale, on that left leg. You can feel a lot of action in the back of the leg. Inhale, one last time, right tricep, boom. Exhale, up and back. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, set the feet. Inhale, Vera, 2 feet, right? And then from here, take this right hip back in space. It's almost like you want to create space. Bend a bit deeper, and then come into your side angle. In the side angle, feel free to let the hand come down, this right hand, as it presses into the right thigh. Left arm can reach up and over. If you need a brick or something to assist for support, go for it. So when I'm using my brick, I'm not using my weight on it. I'm almost using it to create a cleaner line, right? And allow myself to come into the pose without discomfort. Press into the outside of that left foot and then think length all the way through that left side body. Breathe. One more good breath. Inhale, back to warrior 2. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, your left leg prepares, and then as you exhale, your left leg comes into that low lunge. Prep it if you need to. Okay, remember, anything works. Spaghetti jars work really well. Peanut butter. Go get it if you need it. Inhale. Come back to warrior 2. Right? Feel that left hip draw back. Lengthen through the body. Left arm comes to the inside of the thigh. Okay? And then reach the left hip back. Right arm reaches forward. Nice length. Again, I'm not resting on this brick, but it's helping me create these nice lines in my body. At least they feel nice.
No.
Couple more breaths. Reach through that right arm and press into the outside of the right foot. Get some nice length in the side body. Excellent. Inhale, back to your warrior 2. Exhale, hands down on either side of the foot. Inhale, step to plank, meet and down dog. From here, because we didn't do it on this side, inhale, bend the left knee, take the left knee, left tricep. Exhale, reach back and up. Inhale, left knee, left tricep. Exhale, back and up, and really press that right heel down. Inhale, tricep to knee. Exhale, press. Inhale, last time, tricep to knee. Exhale, press. Down dog. From here, take the right leg up. Bend the right knee. Press firmly into the hand, and then I want you to take the right toes to the corner of the room, the opposite corner of the room. So I am reaching back into the left, okay? Toes are reaching, and I'm going to press into my hands as I open up. Couple of breaths. So nice length in the side body. Bend that right knee, and then open up that right hip a little deeper. Couple of breaths. Then inhale, step into that low lunge, right? Exhale, prep the feet. Inhale, warrior two. Coming into triangle or trikonasana, get what you need for support. Okay, safely getting into this, you're going to press into the right heel and straighten that right leg. By keeping that heel active, it helps keep the kneecap safe. Again, right hip comes back. Lengthen to the side. Find that angle that works for you. Okay, and then reach that left arm up. So it's easy to want to collapse, right? Collapse just really kind of dumps into the joint. So I want you to press into the outside of the foot, of that left foot, right heel, hips back, open up. Breathe. Okay, and here you're trying to flatten yourself against the wall. Couple more breaths. Don't lose that back foot. One more good breath. Nice. Slowly come back to warrior two. Move a prop if you have it. Exhale, hands down. Down dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Right? You're going to bend that knee. Reach to the opposite back corner. And then square. All right, so I'm really reaching. And when I do this at times, I can feel a good stretch in my side body, right near my hip. A couple of breaths here. Bend that left knee and then open up. Try to square the hips. Yeah. And then inhale, prepare, exhale, low lunge. Find that brick. Then inhale, Virabhadrasana, two legs. Remember we got that heel arch. Press into that left heel. Feel the legs straighten. Left hip comes back as you reach forward. Trying to flatten the ribs. Yep. And then pull yourself forward. Ooh, and lengthen. Drop that top rib. Right arm reaches up. Again, if you're using a prep, don't use it to just dump into. When I do that, I disconnect completely. I'm not getting anything out of the pose. So I really want to use my core to maintain instead of dumping. Healthier on so many different levels. A little bit longer. Two more breaths. Nice. Inhale, come back to warrior two legs. Exhale. exhale, hands down on either side of your foot. Inhale, plank, meet in down dog. Couple of breaths. Take a drink of water if you need it. All righty. From here, on an inhale, prepare the right leg. Exhale, right leg comes into a low lunge. Take the left knee down, okay? And I want you just to walk yourself back so that, if you come up like this, you've got your knee and ankle lined up. And then hinge forward, lengthen the right leg. So we're coming into Hanumanasana. So a lot of times when people think what they're doing is Hanumanasana, their butt is back over their heels. I want upright, okay? For those of you who have more flexibility, go for it. But I really want this, okay? And then you can stay up long, bending forward, not rounding. Toes are flexed. Don't go anywhere. Three more breaths. Try not to lock out your knee. Good. Bend into that right knee. Tuck the left foot under. Down dog. Inhale, prepare the left leg. Exhale, left leg, low lunge. Right knee down, directly underneath the hip. And then come up just to make sure you've got that alignment. And then straighten the left leg. Right? So hinge at the hip. Do what you can with what you got. So once again, not coming back down. We're not doing half hero. Okay? Nice hamstring stretch. The ultimate in humility, Ardha Hanumanasana. Couple more breaths, please. Bend into the left knee. Inhale, lift the right toes and step back to plank. Exhale, go through your flow. Good stuff. Inhale, your right leg prepares, and as you exhale, right leg steps in the low lunge outside your right foot. Okay, so you're going to be nice and wide. And then walk that right foot out a little bit. Have that nice 45-degree angle. And then feel free to drop the left leg. And then roll to the outside of the right foot. Okay? And then take your hand, only if it feels good, onto the right thigh, right near the hip crease. Okay? And then let the hips drop. So last class we did something like this, but our hips weren't invited. Today they are, or this hour. Okay. I'm going to think long, rotate, drop. Long, rotate, drop. Couple of breaths. Two more good breaths. Put both hands down. shoulder width apart, tuck the left foot under, lift the thigh, and then step back gently, down dog. Inhale, left leg prepares. Exhale, left leg. Low, step it to the outside of the left hand, right? Take the right knee down, fist into the floor. Walk that left leg out and on an angle. All right, and then come to the outside of that foot. My left hand comes towards that left hip crease, right? So this is my stability point. I'm going to let myself drop. And yes, I am letting this hip come with me. We have a white-crowned sparrow and a house wren competing song-wise outside. They've been cracking me up. First time I've heard a house wren all year. And then I saw 2 Baltimore Orioles this morning. Good stuff. Put your oranges out. Couple more breaths. Nice. Hands come down on the inside of the foot, right? Shoulder width apart. Tuck the right toes under, lift. Inhale, plank. Exhale, meet in down dog. Good. Couple more breaths right here. Coming into 2, maybe 3 variations of pigeon. Okay, so don't go anywhere deeper than what the intention is right now. It's really easy to want to push into something that you know you can do, but the insight comes into the pause, into the slow reaching of the pose. So right leg prepares, shifting forward, right knee, right wrist, right ankle, left wrist. Okay, if you know you need support, find it. And you're going to be upright. And in being upright, take a look back. Is that left foot sickled or is it solid on the ground? Okay. The squeaky is Oscar. He's found a toy. And then keep the chest lifted. Pull the ribs back. And here you are in this pigeon. Pause and breathe. Two, maybe 3 more breaths. See if you can let that pose just soften a little bit. Go a little deeper. 3 breaths here. Just a little deeper into that pose. Remember, if this hurts your knee, bring the knee, bring the heel a little closer to the groin. That's a good one. 1 more breath. And then shifting the weight forward, place the palms on the ground, tuck the left foot under, down dog. Shake it out if you need to. Inhale, left leg prepares, shifting forward, left knee, left wrist, left ankle, right wrist. Yep, right foot, adjusts. Okay. So take a look back, right foot's nice and sturdy and lift. And you know what, I was unclear. If this bugs your knee, right? Because right now that bugs my knee. You're gonna come up or lie down into a figure 4. If you have a wall near you, a figure 4 with the foot against the wall is really nice because you can press a bit into this wall and then use your hand just to traction a little bit away from you. So either that upright pigeon, lifting, or this figure four either interlaced or that right foot against the wall. Don't go anywhere yet. Every week I have something that hurts, don't I? It's heck falling apart, but you just keep trying. Never let it stop. All right. Releasing, right? Place both hands onto the ground, shoulder width apart. Tuck that foot under. Inhale, come to a plank. Exhale, flow. Now we're going to take this pigeon a bit deeper. All right, I'm going to give you those options that I failed to the first time. First one, so it's lying down pigeon. Inhale, right leg prepares. Exhale, come into the pigeon. For those whose knees are happy, lift the chest, check the back toes, and then walk yourself out. For those who find this a wee bit uncomfortable, option 2, coming into seated, nice angle, take that right ankle on the left thigh and walk yourself in. And you can come right here, okay? So we're gonna hang out. Wherever you are is right. So pigeon or this funky seated pigeon. So an upright figure four. Don't go anywhere yet. Couple more breaths. See if you can find a little more depth. One more good breath, please. All right. If you're in the traditional pigeon, using your hands, lift your chest. For those of us in that funky pigeon, come into a tabletop. Everybody tuck that back leg under, down dog. Left side, traditional pigeon. Inhale, left leg prepares. Exhale, left leg steps towards that pigeon. You're going to lie or come into it, chest lifting, and then hinge at the hips, come over. For those of us that with a little bit of a knees, talking to them today, shift your weight back, left ankle, right thigh, and then scoot yourself in. Okay, nice and tall. Foot is flexed. And just let the pose happen. Don't shove your body into the pose. Hi, little boy. Hi. Lie down. Oscar, lie down. Come on. You can lie down, can you?
Yeah.
Go night-night. Lie down. Night-night. Go night-night, Oscar. Couple more breaths.
Come on.
Find yourself a little bit more effort. A little bit more effort. Hang on. There you go. Nice. And then from here, coming either into tabletop or using your hands to lift the chest, tuck the back toe under. Inhale, plank. Last flow of the day. Couple of breaths here. Nice and easy. Inhale, come away up on your toes, gently bend the knees. Find yourself coming to a child's pose. Child's pose options are knees together, arms by your sides, big toes together, knees wide, nice and relaxed. Just a few breaths here, letting that whole back body soften. Forehead's in the ground. If you need assistance with this, you can use a brick for your forehead. Hang out. One more good breath. Cool, we're almost out of time. Here's what we're gonna do. Inhale, lie on your back, okay? Press the hips into the ground, grab that right foot, and get some length in the hip and the front of the leg, pressing the hips down. Okay, so I'm trying not to arch the back. I really want a neutral spine here, and pressing the hips and firing up the glutes helps. Pointing the toes, hanging up. Gently release that right side. Bend the left knee, grab on, press the hips into the ground. Neutral into the spine, and feel free to point that left toe. Couple more breaths, please. Gently release. Roll onto your back. Where are we right now? Cool. Take your ankles directly underneath your knees. All right. Place your hands across your chest or on your hips. The intention here is to keep the pelvis neutral, not to pop our chest open. So this is a pelvic back bend. Squeeze the glutes, find the ha in your belly. Press into your heels and lift. And when you're lifting, I don't want to see that the dump into the back. I want you to lengthen that lower back, pull the pubic bone in, and breathe. Lots of activity in that lower body. Couple more breaths. Think about the thighs growing long as you pull that pubic bone up. One more good breath. And then round the back. Articulate down. Keeping your feet where they are. Palms can be by your sides or out like a T. Take both knees over to the left. Let your head turn to the right. If you want to, knees can come higher if it feels better. Knees can be wider, but find a twist that works in your body right now that allows you to completely relax that spine. Let the breath soften in and out through the nose. And then inhale, come back to center. And then find that opposite side, exact same shape or as best as you can. There you go. Twisting. Release that whole back body. Let the jaw rest. Inhale, bring the knees back to center. Curl yourself in. And then exhale, straighten the legs. Getting ready for your Shavasana. Remember, if there's another pose you'd like to do, excuse me, before you dump into Shavasana or drop into, not dump, sorry. Feel free to do so. Have a wonderful, wonderful Sunday. It should be beautiful outside. I hope you all are well, and thank you so much for joining us. It means a lot to have, to be able to practice together. Have a beautiful Sunday. Namaste. Stay in your Shavasana as long as you want. Shavasana is a good thing.